And if it involves a ferry, it's definitely an adventure, unless it's the Tor Point ferry, I suppose. And even that's an adventure for me.
Keep that vibe. Drop aside. Down.
Right. Well, it's Thursday morning, and it's supposed to be the best day today. But like, I'm looking at them clouds and not thinking it is the best day, just the best morning. I really need to get some fuel for the Beta, so that's my plan of attack for right now. I think I can get fuel at Newport, or whatever it's called, so that's roughly where I'm going to be heading. This has been absolutely awesome. It's really sorted my head out coming out and doing this. Now, it might not have been anywhere near as exciting as hitting Spain or France, but it's been amazing, and I feel so much better inside for just having gone out and done something, you know. If you don't do anything, you stagnate. You stagnate. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to stay the extra night. I might do. It's all organised for me to be going back tomorrow rather than today. Ferry's booked, as is the campsite for the extra night, and it is lovely. But I don't know if I'm achieving any extra by staying another day, other than it's awesome to be away. Obviously, had I gone to France or Spain or Guernsey or Jersey, then I would have been exploring a little bit more than I have done here, because it would be more new. But I've been to the Isle of Wight quite a few times in my youth, and a couple of times as an adult, so it's not completely new adventures. I still think of it as an adventure though. I think just getting on a bike, especially the little Beta, I mean it's no big adventure bike, and just seeing where you end up. And I could have ended up on this, going through the Picos or something like that, which would have been hilarious. It would have been slow, but hey, I'm not exactly Mr. Speedy. I don't know where I'm going. I do know I need fuel. I do hope I've got enough fuel. We'll find out, won't we? Hopefully I'll not have to push. Adventures. We have some. This is a nice little wiggly route. There is a couple of things I want to do today, if I get the chance. I don't know whether I'll do them on camera or not. I might. We'll see. I'm very aware that what footage I already have is going to be quite tedious to sit through for me, and then to make into something worth watching for you. I don't think I can go wrong by just going along roads, as long as I don't end up backtracking on myself, which this one looks like it's doing, because it's going around the field I've just gone around the other side of. Wow, that's pretty. Oh, this is just a weird random road. It's just like someone owns that bit of land there, so yep, they've just put a big curvy bit around it. Fantastic. So that's footpaths. That's footpaths. What a twiddly road. I really need to clean my visor. Can't see anything through it. So when I get to Newport, I'm going to find myself some breakfast as well, and have a contemplate on what I'm going to do today, and whether it's going to be my last day or not. But this is pucker. I'll tell you what, this little beat has been amazing. Didn't need the knobbly tyres for any of the riding while I was over here, except for maybe the campsite, like Pezza alluded to. But by the by, this bike has been amazing fun. It's only been a few times where I wish I'd had a bit more go, and most of that was when I was on the mainland before I even got here, just because there was a little bit of main road action. But out here, what more do you need? I'd not want to be going down here on my 765 particularly. Some wonderful properties around here, really old. Queen Victoria was a real fan of this island, and I can understand why. It's beautiful out here. Something about being surrounded by the sea, I think. Something I must do for any repeat adventures I have on this bike is remember to bring a USB extension lead from the mini Tamiya jobby thing that I used to optimate the bike. That way I could charge up my battery banks and stuff when I'm out riding, so I can keep my phones and cameras and stuff all charged up overnight. I've just about managed to keep everything all topped up so far, but I don't think I could go much longer. So even with the solar panels they've got on them, they trickle charge on them so slowly, because I use the GoPro Hero 5 Session as my helmet cam and it's only got an internal battery. I have to keep it topped up on a power bank, so that's got its own dedicated one. But my phone and stuff, that's all done on a different one. Has he got a dog on the back of his thick quad? Yes. Awesome. He's got 2 dogs fighting for a place. Hey doggo! Awesome. So regarding the kit that I brought with me for this, I brought my new biking Kevlar jeans that I recently got. I'm going to be possibly making a review on these at some point, so I'll talk about them a little bit more in that. But they've been fantastic, light enough to walk around in, yeah, offering that protection that you don't get from just regular jeans. Are a bit warm though with the extra Kevlar, but not as bad as a full-on set of leathers would have been. I bought a hoodie, I bought a t-shirt, I've got my leather jacket on as well. I would have done the hoodie slightly different. I'd have bought a thicker one just for because I was using it as a pillow as well, so having that a little bit thicker would have been nicer and a bit more comfy. And also in the evenings in the wind, because it was blooming blowing a hoolie, a proper hoolie, it would have been quite nice having a warmer hoodie, because I didn't really want to be wearing the leather jacket off the bike. Okay, well I've just had an amazing full English at Horizons Cafe, which filled a hole and got me a bit of caffeine in me as well. Nice brew. This is quite a beach, isn't it? Sandown Beach. Pretty quiet at the moment, but then it's the morning and schools have gone back. That's a really nice beach. I like that beach. There's so many nooks and crannies all around here that would be just so awesome to explore on this bike, and this bike would probably be the best bike for it. But they've turned all the old lanes into footpaths and bridleways. We're just not allowed down them anymore, which is really quite sad. And I think this is probably going to turn into a footpath in a second. That's footpath that way. It's got a gate. Nothing saying private. Let's go. Nothing saying it's not a road yet. Talking of explores, I might have found an explore. Keep my pace down because, yeah, it's gated. Oh, is it? Have we got more? Oh, still no sign saying private or footpath or anything. And it has got kind of a road surface. Oh, this is cool. Hey. And there was me saying there was no green lanes. I found one. I am going quite slowly because one, I haven't got the right kit on for it, and two, don't know where it's going, don't know who uses this, and I don't know what's around the corner. But this is quite awesome. I wonder where this comes out. It's not a particularly stressful one or complicated one, so I don't feel the need to stand up. It's so well surfaced. There was definitely no sign saying footpath only. And there's definitely tracks in it, which would suggest vehicles have used it, motorcycles and cars. So this one's a win, I think. Oh, I'm glad I found a lane. Because it justifies the Beta even that bit more. This time in the morning, I imagine it's probably quite rife with horses, if there are horses about. Because people like to do things with their horses in the morning, don't they? I assume. Or am I making that up? This is mad. What an awesome treat. What an awesome treat indeed. And that looks like we're coming out on a road in a second. Now I'll be able to see if there was any signposts missing or something, won't I, maybe? Byway! It was a byway! Woohoo! I found a byway in the Isle of Wight! Hee hee! Oh, I'm pleased with that. I am pleased with that indeed. See, exploring, you find things. You find things you wouldn't have found otherwise. I just assumed, and that's out of you and me, that there was no lanes left in the Isle of Wight. But apparently not. Apparently I was wrong. Cool. Well, there's a view, isn't it? There is a view. Nothing wrong with that. See, this is what I come back. I could ride up and down this all day, you know, just looking at that. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Ooh, very touristy. But it's a dying thing, isn't it? The beach holidays with the grandkids and all that sort of stuff. People want to go to Marbella and Mallorca. No, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say no to a holiday in Spain or wherever in the sunshine, but hey, I'm in some sunshine now. Oh, it's sunshine. Some pretty views. And this sort of riding is pretty much what this bike was built for, I think, with the trail bits as well. I mean, the hint is in the name, isn't it? Alp. It's designed to get you up mountains. This one's quite a steepy. Steepy McNeepy. You know, I'm still kind of undecided about staying another night or not. There's absolutely no harm in staying another night. I am on holiday. But what do I do for the rest of the day? I could just go up to the campsite and just chill out up there. It's beautiful. I could go for a walk along there. There's a lot of that coastal path that I didn't follow the other day. Might do that. And that's what they say is that. We are done. We're on our way home. Damn it. Just as a hot girl moved in. So I'm done here. I am done. My holiday is over. Although I'm yet to get home. And anything could happen. I kind of feel very stupid leaving, to be honest. Oh god, my visor doesn't feel like it's fitted properly. I'll have to have a play with that when we get down to the ferry. Having hot girls camping at the same place as me sounds great, but one of them had a kid, and they had dogs that were a bit barky, and yeah, that helped me make my decision. So home I go. I'm sort of heading diagonally upwards, so northeasterly is the route I want, and I think this is the way I went earlier, which kind of works too. So I'm hoping to see signs for Newport or something at some point, and then when I get to Newport I can turn right and find my way down to Fishbourne, down that way, and then find my ferry. Now the ferry company were pretty good on the way out with me being lastminute.com, so hoping that they'll let me swap my ticket. The people that moved in seem really nice, but I just wanted to be left to my own devices, and I'd get distracted by Hot Girl. Ah, what a glorious day. This island is definitely set up for the pedestrians, the ramblers. So many footpaths taking you all over the place, which is really quite nice. It must be quite nice to take things at that pace. I think potentially I'd really enjoy that. I'd want to be wearing different clothes than I am though. Well, that's the thing, when you're camping you have to kind of pack for all weathers, which means you've got to carry extra kit and lug it around with you wherever you go. But yes, this has been an absolutely amazing adventure, and I know a lot of you probably don't look at this as an adventure, but it is. I didn't know where I was going to end up. I could have ended up in Spain or France or Jersey or Guernsey. Could have ended up almost anywhere out of those places. But I didn't. I ended up here. The ferry to Caen, I think I mentioned the other day, was the only one going, and that was about 2 hours after I got down to Portsmouth, whereas the ferry I actually got on was only about 20 minutes after I got down to the different ferry port. Not far to go to the ferry, and then I'll be on my way back to Portsmouth. As far as adventures go, they're what you make them, you know. Now there's some people that say you can't go on an adventure or a motorbike adventure unless you've got a big adventure bike. Well, that's utter bollocks. Half the people with big adventure bikes never go on an adventure. Ferrari. Ferrari. Well, we shall say goodbye to the Isle of Wight. I hope I managed to get something concise and together about this trip that makes it interesting for you, and I hope you can forgive me for just heading to the Isle of Wight instead of into Europe. We could do Europe another day, you know. It's what adventures are all about. Just go off and do them. And that, as I say, is that. Back on dry land on the mainland. So, holiday is over. No more fun can be had, ever. We're done. Anyways, if you haven't done so already, please do click that subscribe button. I don't just go off on my motorcycle in random directions, grabbing the nearest ferry and having an adventure. Sometimes I do other things, normally motorcycle related. And it would be great to have you come back and check some of that out. Now if you like this video, please give it a little thumbs up, and if you didn't, give it a little thumbs down. That's all cool. It's all cool in the school, but whatever you do, please do drop in a comment. I'd love to hear from you. You ride safe, take care, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.
Keep that rubber side down. You know, you gotta keep that bar rubber side down.